Content of the video. As an example for the first service we're going to create, I want to show you how to extract the subscriber method and the subscriber registration into a dedicated subscriber class, and afterwards register this subscriber class inside the dependency container in order to make Shopware automatically detect that this is a subscriber. So what I want to do to accomplish this is first obviously implement the subscriber class. So we want to place this inside a directory named subscribers, and we want to call the file frontend routing subscriber. We have to give it a namespace, and I'm going to use the existing one for plugin / subscribers. And then the class name frontend routing subscriber. And make sure you implement the subscriber interface. Because only classes extending or implementing the subscriber interface will be valid as subscribers for Shopware. And PHP Storm automatically suggests that we have to implement the getSubscribedEvents method. And if you watched carefully, we already did implement this method in the plugin base class. So here you can see we returned the array containing the event name and the corresponding method as a key and value pair. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this body of the method and paste it in here. I'm going to do the same for the method itself. So just copy the whole method, which we referenced up here by name, and put it underneath there. So what I did was just extract the whole thing, put it into a separate class, and now we obviously have to register the subscriber in order to be detected as such by Shopware. So I can remove this from here. So we have a clean and empty plugin base class. And now we have to register it. In order to do this, we have to create a new file named services.xml inside the resources directory of our plugin. So I say new file, services.xml. And in here, we're going to put the service definition. So this will be the entry point for the DI container to look for registered service and defined services, and it automatically looks into the resources directory for the services XML for any configuration files. So these files, or the services XML, has to follow a certain format, and because I don't know it by heart, we have to look it up in the developers documentation. So I'm going to developers.shopware.com and search for plugin services. And if we scroll down a little bit, we see this example services XML. I'll just copy this and talk you through it afterwards. Paste it in here. So we have the container tag around having some general scheme definition attributes up here. And the interesting thing is the services and the service tags contained in there. So this is just an example service, so I'm going to delete this and explain it at the subscriber that we're going to implement. You could write your service registration by hand, but PHP Storm offers as a feature to generate the service definition for us, which makes it a lot easier and prevents some errors from happening. So we're going back to the service definition, or the routing subscriber definition in our case, and say create service. So you have to right click on the class name, say create service at the very bottom. And down here you can see we got the XML definition of the service. You could also get a YAML definition, but since we're using XML, you want to choose the right one. Copy this exit it, go back into the services XML and paste it right here. So what did we get? We got the service tag, which means, okay, we're going to start a service definition here. The first attribute is the reference to the class where the service is implemented in, which is our front-end routing subscriber class. The second one is the ID that the service is referenced by. So if we were to register a service that we want to get from the dependency container later on, we would reference it by this ID. We could set pretty much any ID we want to, but it's always a good convention to use the same namespace as the service, just written in snake case. And the last thing that there is this tag. This simply tells Shopware that this service should be treated as a event subscriber. So Shopware expects every service tagged as a Shopware event subscriber to implement the subscriber interface and to implement the get subscribed events methods and return this array. So as we did this right now, this will be enough for a service to be registered in the DI container and be tagged as a event subscriber. So if we head back to the website and reload this thing, something is not quite working. So it's saying unable to load template snippet. We know this error already. It's probably again because the path is wrong. Going back here, we see that this time our subscriber again is inside the subscribers directory. So we have to go one folder layer up again to be in the root and then double check, start typing, okay, it's suggesting the right folder, so we are fine. Having that fixed, reload the page and you see we have the templates registered from a dedicated subscriber class. We have a really clean plugin base class, and this is our own service pretty much.